home delivery used to be all in a day's work for milk processors in the United States. While the practice has pretty much fallen out of favor, the service has become the key to the survival of a century-old Missouri family farm.
My dad had 3 girls. How unfortunate, I guess. But he taught all of us girls to take care of the cows, milk the cows. He said girls could do anything guys could do.
In the mid-1980s, the farm, now known as Chateau Dairy, was at a crossroads. Milk prices were too low to make a profit, and a decision had to be made on whether the Osborne, Missouri farm should be sold. Barb and Leroy Chateau eventually came to the conclusion the best way to turn a profit was to take out the middleman between the bulk tank and the table.
We came up with the idea to actually sell directly to the consumer and build a bottling plant here on site, a bottling plant, a cheese and butter room. So we approached grocery stores in St. Joe and Kansas City and actually finally got them to buy into the idea of having a local family farm deliver milk, farm fresh milk to their stores in glass bottles.
Unlike many larger scale dairies, the Chateaus approach milk production in a more traditional manner.
Instead of using hormone to make them produce more milk, we did the other side of feed and pedigree of the cows to produce more milk, just more on the natural side of it.
Milking is a round-the-clock operation done in 2 to 3 shifts by 11 of their 48 employees. The crew starts at 2 a.m. and finishes at 2 p.m. every day. One of the keys to their success has been the use of glass bottles. The nostalgia factor, along with increasing shelf life to 17 days, has helped bring customers through the door.
In the glass bottle, you don't pick up the plastic taste. You can recycle the bottle, and most importantly, glass keeps milk colder. And milk lasts longer when it's very cold and kept like 36, 37 degrees.
Getting customers turned out to be easier than the Chateaus imagined. They began with a mom-and-pop approach to marketing and soon found word of mouth to be all the advertising they needed.
So it was all an educational thing, and we realized people wanted to come to the farm. So then we started doing tours at a very small scale. And now we see about 190,000 people through every year.
Originally, the dairy offered white, chocolate, and strawberry milk. Now, the Chateau Milk Company produces 8 varieties of milk and, depending on the day, puts up to 6,000 gallons of cold, fresh, hormone-free milk into 10,000 bottles. The company has 4 varieties of ice cream, 3 butter options, and 4 different types of cheese curds. Holidays and special events also bring unique flavors to Chateau, including a bright blue French vanilla milk to honor the 2016 opening day for the Kansas City Royals baseball team. The products are sold in the Chateau Milk Store on site and at 75 to 80 local Missouri grocers, coffee shops, and restaurants, as far north as St. Joseph and as far south as the Kansas City metropolitan area. In October of 2015, the Chateaus decided to embark on another project and started delivery directly to the doorsteps of customers in Kansas City and the surrounding suburbs under the name Chateau Home. Leroy and Barb's son Matt quit his corporate job after nearly a decade and returned to the farm to start the new division.
We've had customers asking for the milkman to come back to Kansas City for about 7 years, and all throughout the time we thought, you know what, number one, we don't have enough product, number two, we don't have enough time to do something new, right? As we talked about it and we did research, we were prepared to start it at any given moment. When I came back, I thought, you know what a great opportunity to both build on the brand that we've already created with Chateau Milk Company and also provide our customers with something that they've been asking for a very long time.
The return of the old-fashioned milkman has been good for business in many ways.
The Baseline Company is about the idea of nostalgia and bringing back what was once, in vogue. These delivery trucks and a milkman says nothing more than that. It talks about a time in which things were much more simple, and when you had a milkman that whistled as he went down the street and got to know every neighbor that he delivered milk to, and so we thought that was just a baseline good extension of our normal brand.
And the milkmen get additional benefits that go beyond completing a daily task.
I actually thoroughly enjoy meeting the customers. You know, even though I'm here early in the morning, every now and again I do get the rare occasion to meet a customer. I have a couple routes where the kids come out and they actually like giving me hugs. I don't know, maybe it's a thing, hugging the milkman. I talk with my grandparents. They always remember the, the milkman coming. Even my in-laws and my parents, they remember their parents talking about the milkman. So it is kind of fun to kind of bring back those memories for everybody.
The Chateaus began with a pilot program in October of 2015. But after some 5,000 customers registered, they decided to go full steam ahead. Since its inception, the company now reaches about 25% of the 6,500 customers demanding their products. Along with dairy, Chateau Home offers nearly 550 local products from Kansas City entrepreneurs.
We thought we would have about 10 to 15 suppliers. We now have about 20 to 25. We test them for quality. We want to make sure that we have the top of category. They're all exclusive to us from a home delivery standpoint. And I don't know, we feel like it's a great opportunity to really promote local and to kind of debunk this conversation that local is 250 miles away.
The Chateaus are continually looking for ways to upgrade their products. They have entered numerous contests and received various awards. The couple uses the judges' feedback to help improve the quality of their family-focused brand.
We just found out that our butter was one of the top 10 in the world. We also were the small business of Missouri about 5 or 6 years ago and got to go to Washington and found out we were one of the top 3 in the country. So we do enter because we want to see how we stack up to our competitors and other people so we can learn and get feedback and make things better.
Ultimately, all members of the Chateau family agree there is one element they can identify as the key to their continued success.
Our story is being local, providing a yummy milk for kids and adults. We want milk to be fun for people, not just something that your mom makes you drink when you're growing up.
For Market to Market, I'm Delaney Howell.